Again, welcome to Greeley Central's 142nd commencement ceremony.
Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación 142 de Greeley Central.
Class of 2022, you are a beautiful sight to behold this morning. Welcome and congratulations. You've come a long way, made longer by the last 2.5 years. Congratulations.
Clase del 2022. Es maravilloso poder verlos a todos sentados aquí. Bienvenidos y felicidades. Han recorrido un largo camino, hecho aún más largo por el acontecimiento de los últimos 2 años y medio. Felicidades.
You've fought hard, you've persevered, you've endured hardship and a bit of disappointment along the way, but you've earned the right to be seated here this morning, and we recognize and celebrate your class and your achievements. Class of 2022, once again, congratulations.
Han peleado duro, han perseverado y han tenido que soportar dificultades y un poco de decepción a través del camino, pero se han ganado el derecho de estar sentados el día de hoy aquí mientras reconocemos y celebramos a su clase, la clase del 2022 y todos sus logros. Felicidades de nuevo.
And now would you please stand and remove your hats as the Greeley Central Chamber Choir, under the direction of Mr. Richard Green, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, may be seated. I would like to acknowledge and welcome those on stage with me or here today. Superintendent Dr. Deirdre Pilch. In addition, Assistant Superintendent of Academic Achievement, Dr. Stacy Dattery. Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools, Mr. Anthony Osmus. And school board members, President Michael Matthews, Vice President Terry Pappas, Directors Natalie Mash, also Kyle Bentley, Pepper Mueller, Rob Norwood, and Taylor Sullivan. Thank you all for your support, and I'd like to give a special thanks to our District 6 grounds crew who has been in here and at our stadium setting up for our graduation ceremonies. Can we give them a round of applause? And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Diana Flores to give our opening address.
Good morning, faculty, friends, family, and the Chorus 2022 graduates. Today we are here to celebrate Greeley Central's 142nd commencement ceremony. We have over 300 graduates with us here today. Bienvenidos profesores, amigos, familia y graduados de la clase 2022. Hoy estamos aquí para celebrar la graduación 142 de Greeley Central. Hoy tenemos más de 300 estudiantes con nosotros. If I'm the first of many, congratulations for making it after 13 years of school. I know that after this, all of us are taking different paths, and I wish you all the best. From going to college to the workforce and many other things, I am proud of you. Si soy una de las primeras en decirles felicidades por llegar hasta aquí después de estar en la escuela por 13 años. Yo sé que después de esto todos vamos a tomar diferentes caminos. Unos van al colegio y otros a trabajar. Estoy orgullosa de ustedes. This class has endured and overcome uncertainty and challenging events, but we overcame it. Esta clase ha superado la incertidumbre y los eventos desafiantes, pero los superamos. This is all thanks to the teachers who work hard making lesson plans, our parents who worked endlessly to support us to reach our dreams, siblings who helped us when we had problems we couldn't solve ourselves, and our friends that helped motivate us to continue. We made it here with your help. Todo esto es gracias a los maestros que trabajaron duro haciendo planes de lecciones, a nuestros padres que trabajaron mucho para ayudarnos a alcanzar nuestros sueños, a los hermanos que nos ayudaron cuando teníamos un problema que no podíamos resolver nosotros mismos, y a nuestros amigos que nos ayudaron a motivarnos a continuar. Lo hicimos aquí con su ayuda. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Please welcome Jennifer Martinez to the stage.
Good morning, everybody. I want to start off by thanking everyone that is here today to watch us go through this major milestone in our lives. I want to congratulate everyone that's graduating this year. It is an honor to be able to speak to you all today. I'm proud of you. One of the things that I will miss the most about Greeley Central is our homecoming parades. It is such an amazing and unique tradition because no other school does it like us. Everyone is able to walk with their club or group and they get to show off their creativities. This year, the parade theme was fairy tale. I got the opportunity to work with the student council's upperclassmen, and it was an amazing experience because as a team, we were able to come up with ideas for our flow. Although we might not notice, this is a type of event we cherish because it is a part of what makes us a Greeley Central family. But I am sad to say that here is where Greeley Central's class of 2022 splits. This might be the last time we'll ever see each other. This might be the last time we see our high school classmates and our teachers. Teachers that have helped us and put up with most of us for the last 4 years. I know that a lot of us will be taking very different life paths after this. There are some of you who are taking the next step as me and going into college. Some of you are joining the armed forces, some are going straight to work, and there are some of you who have not a single clue what you're going to do after this. But don't worry, you still have time to make those decisions. You're not obligated to figure out right now what you want your next step to be. If anyone tells you that you'll be entering the real world after this, I disagree. You see, we are in the real world because everything you do has a purpose. Whatever you try to accomplish in your life, whether it is hard or easy, it impacts your future. I don't know about you all, but for me, this year was one of the hardest years of my life. I know that some of us had to handle school, a job, and our lives in general all at once. There were days when I would ask myself, is this worth it? Do I want to go to college? How am I going to juggle working and going to college? If I already feel like my high school classes are hard, imagine college classes. For a minute, I actually thought I didn't want to go to college. I thought maybe I wouldn't be smart enough or prepared enough to go to college. I had all these really loud and negative thoughts that came with this idea that my high school years were coming to an end. But as I stand here today, those thoughts aren't as loud anymore because I am here and you are here. All those nights of studying and all those nights where we'd be up really late getting our homework done that was due the next day that we had forgotten about, all of that was meant for this moment right now. There will be people in the world who might think that graduating from high school is not a big deal, but it is. This moment is only a small portion of a larger journey. To say that everything we worked for this last 4 years is not important is a lie because all that hard work did not go to waste. I want to appreciate my family who has always been there for me, mis padres que vinieron desde México y me dieron todo lo que he necesitado. They believed in me even when I got to a point this year where I had all Fs. My parents motivated me to get them up and continue pursuing my dreams. I also want to thank my best friends and my teachers who have also been there for me. I think that we can all agree that we wouldn't have come this far if it weren't for the motivation and the support from our friends, our families, and our teachers. If there is one thing you take from my words, I want it to be that having people in your life that help you to be the best version of yourself and who are there for you when you feel lost is the best thing you can do for yourself. Because like Vincent van Gogh said, close friends are truly life's treasures. Sometimes they know us better than we know ourselves. With gentle honesty, they are there to guide us and support us, to share our laughter and our tears. Their presence shows that we are never really alone. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. What a fantastic speech. These students have received the following scholarships. Please hold your applause until the end. Iyad Admasub, CSU Sam Chunchit Soccer Scholarship. Chester Aguilar, Ames, Dream Team. Nevaeh Aronson, Colorado School of Mines, President's Scholarship, Colorado Scholar Fund. Yahaira Alonso Castaneda, CU Denver Scholarship. Miguel Alvarado, CSU, Green and Gold and Partnership Award Scholarship. Jade Arce, UNC, Mike Bloom Community Service Scholarship. Rosario Avalos, Lincoln College of Technology, Lincoln Tech Scholarship. Mohammed Branham, UNC, Mildred S. Hansen Scholarship. Eileen Casas, Ames, Lori Mag and Mildred S. Hansen Scholarships. Yahid Chairez Salazar, Colorado School of Mines, Betcher Foundation. Peyton Coley, UNC, Trustee Scholarship and Greeley Promise. Tamea Cruz, Design Beauty Academy, Athletic Scholarship. Montserrat Cuevas, UNC, Greeley Promise. Ryan Deck, UNC, Greeley Promise. Haley Elam, CSU, Green and Gold, Harold and Sylvia Joy Scholarship. Jaden Elm, University of Texas at Arlington, and Texas Academics. Hannah Evans, UNC Bears Scholarship. Diana Flores, UNC, Presidential Scholarship and Greeley Promise. Lindsay Fritz, UNC, Trustee Scholarship, Mildred S. Hansen and Greeley Promise. Nicholas Gherkin, UNC, Provost and Shirley Meekins Memorial Scholarship. Leslie Ganinas, Arizona State University, ASU Scholarship. Kirsten Harkins, Southern Oregon University, Arts Magnet Dance, Merit Scholarship, and Western Undergraduate Exchange. Elias Haro, University of Colorado Boulder, Greeley Stampede, Lister Family, Mildred S. Hansen, and Sason Fund. Yulia Anao Lozano, Metropolitan State University, Denver, Mildred S. Hansen Scholarship. Nazeth Hernandez, UNC, Project Teacher Find, Lori Mag, Dream Team, Hispanic Women of Weld County, Wilbert R. Wiedemann, $100,000 Scholarship, and Greeley Stampede. Karina Huizar Diaz, UNC, Greeley Promise, Mildred S. Hansen, UNC Presidential. Peja Hurtado, UNC, Greeley Promise. Emma Johnston, Colorado Mesa University, Distinguished Scholar Award and GCHS Faculty Scholarship. Selah Kromendijk, Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design, Presidential Scholarship, Arts Magnet. Brianna Leos, UNC, Provost, Dream Team, GEA, WCSD 6, Greeley Promise, Ion Education, and Mildred S. Hansen Scholarship. Paula Leos Salazar, CSU, Green and Gold, Zonta, Partnership Award. Savannah Long, UNC, Fine Arts Student of the Year Scholarship, Choral Student of the Year Scholarship, and Vera Faye Sullivan Scholarship. Jessica Lopez, UNC, Hispanic Women of Weld County, Greeley Promise, and Provost. Natalia Lopez Gutierrez, UNC, Lynn and Gladys Hopkins family, GEA, Canvas, UNC Bear, Greeley Promise, Andrade family, Merritt and Wilbert R. Wiedemann $100,000 scholarship. John Matthews, CU Boulder, CU Hay Scholarship, CU Bold Scholarship, CU Regent Scholarship, and Kathy Hansen Memorial Scholarship. Molly Mayo, University of Greenwich. Dream Team, Blake McCula, CSU, Green and Gold, and Rotary Student of the Month. David Nguyen, Ames, David Delgado Scholarship. Ella Nicolai, CSU, Niles and Dorothy Miller Scholarship and 4-H Freshman Award. Maritza Ortega, UNC, Winograd family. Vanita Parks, University of Wyoming, Brown and Gold Scholarship. Andrew Pollock, UNC, Presidential Scholarship. Miguel Angel Ramirez, CU Boulder, First Generation Scholarship. Itzel Rivas, Ames, Boys and Girls Club, Youth of the Year Scholarship. Brenda Sanchez Vega, UNC, Presidential Scholarship and Greeley Promise. Kara Shetler, Montana State University Bozeman, Blue Gold Academic Achievement Scholarship. Marvin Tetesero Perez, UNC, Greeley Promise and Bears Scholarship. Guadalupe Torres Ramirez, UNC, Hispanic Women of Weld County, Dream Team, Bond Family, Rotary, Mildred S. Hansen, UNC Trustee, Greeley Promise Scholarships. Nora Valdovinos, University of Colorado at Boulder, TREP Scholarship, and GCHS Faculty Scholarship. Alexis Vallejo Diaz, Greeley Promise. Monica Vargas, UNC Bears. Oliver Voigt, UNC Trustee and Greeley Promise. Xavier Warner, Ames and Dream Team. And now those going into the armed forces proudly serving our country, Seth Rubentari, U.S. Air Force. Yareli Avia Castillo, U.S. Navy. And Joel Rodriguez, U.S. Navy. Let's give all of these students a big round of applause.
There are places I remember on my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better, some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life I love them all. And lovers, there is no one compares
for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more, though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
Hello, class of 2022. For all of you who don't know me, my name is Brenda, and I would like to introduce two fellow classmates of ours. They're both very well-known people that you've probably seen around the school, on the track, on the court, in the train crowd, or as of this year, on the tennis court as partners. Their friendship is like no other, to the point where they can be considered brothers. During COVID, they went a year without talking, and one of them also opted for online school for a year. However, once they met over the summer, that was the beginning of one of the most fun years for them and brought their friendship even closer. Both of them are very fun people to be around, and I do not doubt when you're around them, they'll put a smile on your face and you'll have an amazing time. They're an inseparable and dynamic duo, much like beans and rice. And as Dave has stated, they're both the most handsomest and most attractive duo. So everyone, please welcome to the stage Fidel Mesa and Dave Nguyen.
How are we doing every day? Oh, how are we doing today, everyone? I can't hear you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Before we commence our amazing, spectacular, sensational speech that everyone definitely came here for, I would like everyone to follow my Instagram real quick, Dave.2214. I would also like to thank my entire family. Well, maybe not my sister, but still. I would not be here today if it weren't for any of you. I love you guys dearly. I love you too, Tiffany. I was just kidding. Please don't hurt me.
Hola, buenos días y bienvenidos a la graduación de la clase del 2022. Se les agradece mucho por estar aquí en este día tan importante. Quiero darle las gracias a mi familia por el apoyo que me han dado, también a mis tíos Juan y José. No me pregunten cuál, porque no saldríamos de aquí. Y le quiero decir gracias a la señorita Valera por ayudarme a aprender un poquito del español, porque sin ella sería un no sabo qué.
For those of you who don't speak Spanish, he basically said that he hated all of you guys and that everyone here smells. No, I'm kidding. Maybe. He just said that we're thankful for all the parents for being here.
I also said thank you to Ms. Valera, which leads us to say thank you to everyone here at Greeley Central. Some special shout-outs we would like to give are to Mr. Frazier, Mrs. Nance, Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Johnson, and Mr. Grafey.
And finally, the one and only astonishing, beautiful guardian angel, security guard of the year, Amy! Thank you to every teacher here at Central. You are all amazing.
We should also take a second to recognize the overlooked staff here at Central, our nurses, custodians, lunchroom staff, and of course, our counselors.
All right. Enough about this teaching staff. Let's talk about the real reason why we're here and give a huge round of applause for the class of 2022. Do y'all remember back in 2018, back when everything was normal? Everyone was playing Fortnite, TikTok was first being introduced, people were literally eating Tide Pods. I don't know why it was considered normal at the time, but who cares, look where we are now.
Then sophomore year happened, and we thought it was all fun and games again, but halfway through a year, we were told we couldn't come back after spring break because of COVID. And that was the beginning of what felt like the end. We had to finish our year online. This caused everyone to feel panicked, and that caused grades to drop. And all the hard work we put in felt like it was for nothing. Everyone went through depression, feeling anxious, having to stay inside, being away from all our friends, and even being away from our own family at times.
This feeling only continued into our junior year when we had to all split into two groups and go to school half online and half in person. We thought that everything would be somewhat normal, but things just felt so much worse. We took living a normal life for granted. I'm sure everyone here in the crowd misses life before COVID, being able to interact with our friends, family, and loved ones. But no, junior year forced us to only see half of our friends, and not to mention, some of us had it even tougher by not being online. Life just felt terrible, as if it was the end of an era.
But despite all odds, we made it. After all the long, stressful Zoom meetings, having no sports, no theater plays, no clubs, nothing, we came out on top and we made it to our senior year of high school. Our senior year was truly unforgettable.
Theater productions returned in full strength. All of our athletics came back in full motion. Oh, and let's not forget to mention the fact that we moved west in soccer, football, track, and basketball. One thing that I'll never forget is when the second the game was over, everyone in the crowd stormed the basketball courts and picked up saying, I don't know why his shirt was off and why no one questioned anything, but I do know that that was an unforgettable moment.
Our class did hundreds of acts that benefit our community. We cleaned the entire school inside and out. We cleaned all the local parks in Greeley. We helped fundraise for people in need, involving Wish Week, where we raised over $2,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we had over 1,000 hours of community service, and to top it all off, our graduating class earned over $1.5 million in scholarships. Now let me give you a real crazy statistic. Our AVID class single-handedly raised $1 million on their own.
Class of 2022, we definitely have stood out among every class here before us and all the ones after us, and I truly mean that. What's crazy about our class is that we always go up to our mistakes, but we never give ourselves credit for what we all accomplished. I don't think anyone realizes how much pain we've been through and how we turned it into motivation. We did the unthinkable, the undoable, the impossible. We truly are the survival class. Many of our problems weren't in our control, and yet here we are, standing strong and proud. I know all of you here are equipped for anything that life throws at you. If we manage to get through the walk challenge, then I definitely know that we can handle anything in life, and I really mean anything.
But for real though, I wish you all the best of luck on the rest of your journeys, because I know everyone here will leave a legacy on this world. Whether it's college, the military, a trade, or a family of your own, we will all succeed because all the hardships we've endured set us up for success, and we will all accomplish our goals and ambition in life, no matter what gets thrown at us. Also, if any of you guys become rich, make sure to stay in contact with us.
That wasn't a joke.
Class of 2022, it's been one hell of a ride, and from the bottom of our hearts, we wish you all the very, very best.
Let's do one last video. One last video for the books.
Hello again. With honor, I would now like to introduce our honorary faculty speaker. She has been at Greeley Central for 3 years teaching business and marketing, and although I never got the chance to have her as a teacher, I've heard nothing but great things about her, how there's never a dull moment in her class, and how trustworthy she is. Ever since she was 6 years old, she's been wanting to be a teacher and loves to use her creativity. Therefore, every day in her classroom is a little different. Although sometimes her classroom can get loud, she is not sorry, especially on the days they play Jeopardy and she gives herself a microphone to add to the annoyance. She is, however, the teacher responsible for the long lines at the vending machines. But who can blame her when students may lie and ask to go to the bathroom when in reality they're heading down to the vending machines? She's an amazing teacher who is always willing to help and support her students. She is very enthusiastic and outstanding in every way possible. She continues to bring delight to her school, whether that's inside or outside her classroom, and there wouldn't be any other teacher I feel like would fit this honor more than her. So everyone, please give a round of applause and welcome Ms. Nance.
Thank you, Brenda. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is such an honor to deliver the 2022 commencement speech. Standing up here, I can almost read the minds of some of my former students. They gave Mrs. Nance a real microphone. Class of 2022, what a long, strange trip it has been. It has been roughly 740 school days since you walked into the castle wearing your complimentary Class of 2022 t-shirt, which most of you have inevitably grown out of. At that time, the majority of you could be found running recklessly through the commons, and you thought that the top of the stairs was the perfect place to stop and hold a conversation. Yep, you were freshmen. Clueless freshmen. Your sophomore year started great, and for many of you, you thought that you had struck gold when you left for spring break and didn't return to school for the rest of the year. It was upon returning to the castle your junior year that you realized all that gold was actually fool's gold, and your junior year was going to be anything but normal. But this year, your senior year, you showed up. And no, I'm not talking about showing up on the GCHS Instagram worst parking page, or my favorite, GCHS sleeping account. I'm talking about how the class of 2022 was determined to take back their high school experience by making sure that every moment counted. Your enthusiasm could be felt every day walking through the halls. You helped inspire over 850 students to attend homecoming. We enjoyed not one, not two, not 3, but 4 Spirit Weeks. You helped pack the stands at all of our games. You brought back the excitement of being a Wildcat. Thank you for helping all of us feel a sense of normalcy. When I was asked to give the 2022 commencement speech, I literally burst into tears. Being chosen to give this speech is a great honor, yet extremely terrifying. I've spent months considering what I was going to say when finally standing here today, and it will come as no surprise to any of my prior students that I am going to tell a story. If you've ever had me as your teacher, you know that I am full of stories. Some of these stories actually end up being useful in my attempt to teach business and marketing. I have stories from the 4 years that my family and I lived on a sailboat and homeschooled my daughters. Stories from my extensive travels throughout Mexico, sailing across the Pacific Ocean, teaching computer technology in China, and of course, stories told about my favorite person on earth, my grandmother who turns 101 today. But there's one story I've yet to tell. Today, I want to share a story with you that will serve as a metaphor for your time here at Greeley Central and hopefully provide some inspiration for you as you move forward into the next phases of your lives. You may have heard a famous quote by Franklin D. Roosevelt: "A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor." I can attest that these are true words. My story starts on our sailboat in Saguaro, a small atoll among the Cook Islands in the South Pacific. We had been visiting the Cook Islands for a few days, and the entire time the weather was turbulent and due to get worse. Without protection from large swells and gusting winds, we decided to leave Saguaro and start the 450 nautical mile passage to American Samoa. Contrary to popular belief, it is safer for a boat to be at sea during extreme weather than to be near land. I'll never forget. It was about 30 hours into our sail when my 14-year-old walked up the companionway towards the cockpit of our boat. It was her turn to take the 4-hour watch and provide relief for her dad, who had been at the helm. My daughter didn't make it up half the steps before she turned around with fear in her eyes. "Please don't make me do this. It's really rough." Feeling her anxiety, I told her that I would take her shift and that she needed to get tucked into her bunk. I proceeded to walk up the stairs into the cockpit of our boat, and within an instant, I could feel my heart jump into my throat and my stomach filled with butterflies. My hands trembled as I took the tether that was attached to my life vest and clipped myself to the mast of our boat so that in the event of being tossed overboard, I would not go lost at sea. For the first time in my life, I was rendered speechless. While my mouth was void of words, my eyes were abundant with tears as I stared up at the 15-foot swells that were off our stern. The seas had grown angry. The wind screamed through the halyards. Our mainsail was tight as a drum. The raging wind was shredding what was left of our country's flag. This is about the time of my story when I should say that I started to get seasick, as I'm prone to seasickness in tumultuous seas. But I was too terrified to feel anything. As darkness began to spread over the Pacific, I became paralyzed with fear, as it became apparent that if Mother Nature wanted to, she could have sent me and my family to the bottom of the ocean. After a few more days at sea, we made it safely to American Samoa and dropped our anchor. I tell you this story because it's an example of how some of our most valuable lessons come from times that are the scariest and most challenging. If you were to ask me if I wanted to experience that sail again, I would adamantly say no. However, I'm thankful for the many lessons learned during that frightening 4-day passage. The lessons learned during those days served my family well as we continued to sail for the next year, carefully navigating tight, sketchy narrows, enduring more rough seas, and even surviving riding out 2 named cyclones. If I were to ask you to reflect on the past 4 years, I wouldn't expect you to recall a time floating in the ocean hoping not to perish. Yet, you would probably agree that there were times you definitely felt seasick. Despite the rough seas and scary times, you have all arrived safely here today. Sometime in the year 2020, the expression, "we're all in the same boat," was used to invoke commonality among all of us suffering through quarantine. This expression is garbage. Some of us braved the storm in multi-million-dollar yachts, like Jeff Bezos. While some were in modest boats, just trying to navigate. And then some felt like they weren't doing much more than clinging to a life raft, hoping not to drown. The point is, no matter how you made it here today, you made it. I wish I could stand here and tell you that the rough seas are over and that life is going to be nothing but smooth sailing from here on out. But that would be a lie. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Do not let your past experiences be in vain. Learn the lessons from the past 4 years so that next time you're in rough seas, you can build yourself a better boat. Don't be in such a rush to distance yourself from your high school experience that you fail to reflect on the tools and skills developed during the worst of times that got you to graduation. As you sit here this morning, some of you are scared, nervous, possibly anxious. Some of you may even be downright terrified, and that's okay. But ask yourself, why am I scared? Is it the fear of the unknown that has you scared? Are you anxious because you're frightened of failure? You've already dealt with the fear of the unknown. Remote learning was an unknown experience for all of us, but you got through. You had to navigate switching between remote learning and in-person learning your entire junior year. You dealt with the anxiety of the unknown, and you were probably scared at times that you might not make it to graduation. But here you are. It's not like any of you fell from the sky and just landed in these chairs. Inevitably, many of you needed help to make it here today because it truly does take a village. Upon graduating, I have one last homework assignment. Yeah, no, you're gonna like this one. I ask that you show gratitude to those that helped get you here today. Say thank you to your families who assisted and supported you. Tell your friends thanks for encouraging you when you wanted to quit and made you laugh through the tough times. Extend a thank you to the teachers who ended up being your biggest cheerleaders and gave you endless possibilities. For many of you, a big thank you needs to be given to your amazing counselor who consistently checked in on you, kept you on track, and towards the end of the year probably had you thinking she was a stalker. 3 cheers for Sarah Dillon. Take time this summer to reflect on the skills and tools you have obtained over the past 4 years and the people who helped get you here today. With a seaworthy boat and a supporting village, anything is possible. As a parent of a daughter who will be graduating from high school later this afternoon, I have seen firsthand how hard the past few years have been for you. I can assure you all that your families are insanely proud of you. As a member of the Greeley Central High School staff and of this community, I can tell you that we are all very proud of you. Class of 2022, I hope you are as proud of yourselves as everyone else is. Our mission at District 6 is to get our students college and career ready. Class of 2022, thanks to a chaotic and often strange past 4 years, you are much more than that. This graduating class is life ready. Wildcats, as you leave us to embark on a new adventure, possibly joining the armed forces, heading off to college in the fall to become a freshman once again, or beginning a career in the workforce, do so with pride, class, and dignity. Thank you.
Superintendent Dr. Pilch and school board members Michael Matthews, Terry Pappas, and Natalie Mash. These young men and women seated before you have met the academic requirements of the state of Colorado and the high standards and expectations of Weld County School District 6. It is in the good judgment of the Greeley Central High School faculty, staff, and administration that these young men and women will carry forth the ideals of pride, class, and dignity to our Greeley community, to our state, to our nation, and to the world. Therefore, it's with great pleasure that I present to you the Greeley Central High School 142nd graduating class of 2022. May I now present School Board President Mr. Michael Matthews, who will accept the class of 2022.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. What a great honor it is to stand before you all, the class of 2022 of Greeley Central High School, and share with you heartfelt greetings from the District 6 Board of Education. We are excited to join you, your family and friends, and faculty and staff in proudly recognizing your accomplishments. It is my pleasure, as a member of the Greeley-Evans School District 6 Board of Education, to certify that each of you has met all the graduation requirements of Greeley Central High School as recommended and certified by the faculty and staff. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Education, you are now authorized to receive your individual diploma. Congratulations to each and every one of you. We will miss you, but we are oh so very proud of you.
Honorary faculty members will assist in presenting diplomas to the class of 2022. Also assisting with presentations will be the senior members of the Greeley Central High School faculty, Mrs. Patricia Martinez and Mr. Steve Birch, along with our distinguished superintendent and school board members. Graduating seniors' names will be read by the class's selected faculty members, Mr. Thomas Frazier, Mr. Troy Grafey, Mr. Nathan Harvey, and Ms. Flor Varela.
Brenda Sanchez Vega, magna cum laude.
Xavier Charles Simon.
Brianna Lynn Kalinowski.
Freli Nadashimie.
Esmeralda Gamboa Gonzalez.
David On Wen.
Aliyah Nicole George.
Luis Lechuga Vargas.
Miguel Angel Alvaro Arguijo. Summa cum laude.
Elver Danilo Vicente.
Fidel Mesa.
Claudia Araceli Arenas.
Jose Rodolfo Mesa, cum laude.
Jennifer Martinez.
Marvin Marcos Tercero Perez.
Diana Flores, magna cum laude.
Miguel Angel Soto Martinez.
Montserrat Cuevas Tinoco, summa cum laude.
Sheila Nicolasa Vicente.
Rosario Dalina Avalos.
Nayeli Magdalena Vicente Pelico.
Novea Grace Aronson, summa cum laude.
Yahir Chades Salazar, summa cum laude.
Miguel Angel Gael Ramirez Aleman.
Brenda Lizbeth Caneles Bena.
Katharina Ann Heinz, magna cum laude.
Leila Marie Santos.
Emma Louise Johnston, summa cum laude.
Yulia Giselle Henao Lozano, summa cum laude.
Samia Ahmed Ibrahim.
Alyssa Alice Fierro.
Alexis Gabriel Tapia, cum laude.
Christian Eduardo Hernandez.
Peja Don Hurtado.
Maritza Jocelyn Ortega Torres.
Nora Margarita Valdovinos.
Karime Alonso Rodriguez.
Peyton Campbell Coley, summa cum laude.
Karina Wisar Diaz, magna cum laude.
Randy Julian Palico Vicente.
Gloria Sarai Trinidad.
Aberaldo Aguilar Vicente Zoom.
Montserrat de Santiago Canedes.
Alan Alexander Tupite Marquis.
Claudia Jacqueline Acosta Ledesma.
Hetty Esesias Alito Chavez.
Esmeralda Bermudez Sarinia.
Domingo Aguilar Rafael.
Sebastian Richard Juan Nicholas.
Joanna Paula Herrera Cadena.
Kevin Vital Martinez.
Juana Marlena Mendoza Vicente.
Raquel Maribel Gonzalez.
Marina Solis de Leon.
Vanita Rose Parks, cum laude.
Priscilla Pascual Jimenez.
Xander Elijah Elides.
Petrona Anaí Jacinto Garcia.
Daniel Zapata.
Melanie Mariana Loma de la Cruz.
Aaron Ray Trevino.
Ethan James Chamberlain.
Eden Rain Mercer.
Asher William Hine.
Michaela Sloan Nagler.
Aiden Paris Smith.
Alonso Adrian Munoz Ariola.
Ellie Jane Poole.
Andres Martinez.
Savannah Mia Long, summa cum laude.
Athena Lee Arguello.
Grace Elizabeth Herzig Dilka.
Ethan Matthew Alvarez.
Grace Ray Lackey.
Vanessa Inez Barrios.
Emma Cecilia Lackey.
Luz Karen Gomez Esquivel.
Leanne Michaela Duran.
Isela Miranda Chavez.
Noah Samuel Goffney.
Angelina Vidal Aguilar.
Emily Conchas Baraga.
Esdras Pascal Jimenez.
Trey Moe.
Joshua Nathaniel Cleveland.
Mika Kayen Wiles.
Gustav Maverick Harold Weigel.
Isaac David Schultz.
Andrew Josiah Pollock, cum laude.
Evelyn Edith Thompson.
Noah Noel Perez.
Isaí Rea.
Sebastian Pascual.
Hermon Lebasi Grebahiot.
Gilberto Erasmo Ruiz.
Juan Vicente Bocanegra Villa.
Silvana Elaine Sanchez.
Eduardo Emmanuel Tejer Silva.
Tyler William Pounds.
Daisy Adriana Peña Cano.
Hannah Lynn Evans.
Valeria Guadalupe Ruiz.
Savannah Michelle Grauman.
Alberto Jesus Obando Granados.
Jessica Lopez.
Noel Para Herrera.
Jesus Mesa Mesa.
Benjamin Alan Garcia de la Cruz.
Ivan Molina.
Carla Jeline de Leon.
Alexis Giovanni Rocha Lara.
Hussein Mukhtar Dugo.
Paige Lynn Hart.
Nashuti Tuyizere.
Catherine Vanessa Samaran Barasa.
Xavier Joseph Warner.
J. Lee Sanchez.
Elaine Russell Cohen.
Christian Alexander Guevara Correas.
Rudy Alexander Herrig, cum laude.
Lenny Fernando Barajas Diaz.
Bailey Jean Robinson.
Amber Star Hudgens.
Edgar Daniel Meza Ramirez.
Angel Sebastian Castillo.
Caleb Austin Lachin.
Zachary Benjamin McCleary.
Mackenzie Lynn Kelly.
Blake Bishop Mikula, summa cum laude.
Jaden Olivia Elm.
Elias Haro, summa cum laude.
Grace Abigail Garza.
Randy Macias Vasquez.
Sela Isabella Cromendike, summa cum laude.
Jade Natalie Arce, cum laude.
Ariel Lucille Dyer.
Samuel Gomez Rivas.
Alana Blue Elizabeth Jean Cooley.
Jacob Benjamin Martinez.
Aileen Rochelle Casas Hurtado, magna cum laude.
Osama Khalid Kamiha.
Casta Marvin Hurd, summa cum laude.
Ryan Andrew Deck, cum laude.
Nicholas David Gerken.
Oliver Joshua Voigt, summa cum laude.
Daniel Raspagave Begene.
Sean Patrick Rodder, cum laude.
Arthur Shanshu.
Jace Michael Brian Shackley.
Pedro Alejandro Díaz Cárdenas.
Lindsay Rayanne Fritz, summa cum laude.
Miguel Ángel Méndez Arceo.
Paola Leo Salazar, cum laude.
Leandra Virginia San Millán.
Luis Jovan Arenas, cum laude.
Molly Wednesday Mayo.
Henry Tenorio Jr.
Stevie Lee Rose.
Yahaira Noemi Alonso Castaneda.
Danielle Alice Faudoa.
Guadalupe Torres Ramirez, summa cum laude.
Joel Leo Rodriguez.
Betseda Nunez Hernandez.
Rachel Renova Garcia.
Nazeth Hernandez, cum laude.
Amira Madison Ramirez.
Desiree Michelle Doyle Aguirre.
José Alfredo Almanza Rodríguez.
Naomi Hernandez.
Valentina Itzel Acosta Loya.
Janet Salazar.
2P Hong Jr.
Luther William Lee Sadler.
Ashton Tyler Weisberg.
Robert Thomas Hamilton IV.
Deja Cora Morales.
Saddam Abdiwali Dahir.
Riley Lee Brandt.
Abdi Kahir Hassan.
Alondra Madera Castañeda.
Fuad Abdi Ahmed.
Jocelyn Palacios López.
Rahel Legese.
Leslie García.
Fardosa Abdirahman Aiden.
Dasanique Chibron Brown.
Noelia Cardenas Payan.
Noah Moreno Vázquez.
Fatima Perez Elias.
José Edgar Pérez Bucio.
Gerardo Cruz Lopez.
Joana Elizabeth Contreras Rueda. Cum laude.
Gilbert William Guzman.
Mónica Daniela Vargas.
Bryce Dean Blackburn Dunn.
León Anthony Ramírez.
Joshua Tyler Dominguez.
Mark Anthony Sanchez Jr.
Brianna Marie Leos.
Jacob Lee Hernández.
Natalia Lopez Gutierrez.
Juan Jorge Espinosa III.
Eob Admasu.
Nathaniel James Gross.
Brian Giovanni Sonte Lopez, magna cum laude.
Casey David Hawkins.
Jacob Gregory McNeil.
Damon Ray Garcia.
Desiree Alexis Correa.
Joshua Ernest Castro.
Angel Giovanni Morales.
Talia J. Mendoza.
Jilly Renee Resendez.
Jasmine K. Rodriguez.
Analia Monique Moreno, cum laude.
Drew Sebastian Charlon.
Alius Michael Ortiz.
Ella Rose Nicolai.
Noah Quentin Sasso.
Yareli Ávila Castillo.
Jacob Jeremiah Cepeda. Isaiah Matthew Flores.
John Michael Matthews III, summa cum laude.
Tamia Nicole Cruz.
Mohammed Saint Daniel Runner, cum laude.
Jesse Manuel.
Calista Irene Lopez.
Armando Bowie.
Liberty Rain Riley.
Wyatt Patrick Bowling.
Bianca Mayeli Camacho Ramirez.
Kimberly Jasmine Prieto.
Kirsten Riley Harkin, summa cum laude.
Cindy Belen Morales.
Kara Eileen Shuttler, summa cum laude.
Noemi Natalia Cruz.
Steven Ubaldo Jr. Hernandez.
Brittany Nicole Luce.
Rachel Ann Feinstein.
Ashley Christina Ramirez.
Tate Nathaniel Marquez Settinger.
Sheila Lopez Guevara.
Kayla Leticia Carrillo.
Daniela Martinez Niebla.
Anaí Ortega Fausto.
Cynthia Catalina Moncayo.
Esmeralda Guadalupe Rivera.
Leslie Godinez.
Jeremiah Isaac Nieto.
Paige McKinsey Fritchell.
Angelina Renee Esquivel.
Winter Marie Bashirs.
Alexis Vallejo Díaz.
Nashali Ninoska Rivera.
Chester Guadalupe Aguilar.
Jaden Robert Anthony Wells.
Samantha Noemí Castillo.
Ashley Elizabeth Guevara.
Trey Isaac Padilla.
Lupita Pina Rivera.
Cassandra Malpica Hernández.
Karina Sanchez Lopez.
Haley Dawn Elam, magna cum laude.
Julian Roman Cepeda.
Mariah Soleil Ortega.
Nathaniel Jacob Bernal.
Anika Irma Alvarado.
Ruben Vidal Lopez Venegas.
Víctor Manuel Martínez.
Adolfo Gasca Cadillo.
Yulisa Villegas Álvarez.
Ashiel Alejandro Valencia.
Kimberly Eliseth Rodríguez Martí.
Mario Osvaldo Velázquez Lux.
Adilene Alicia Palma Hernández.
Jose Armando Zamorano.
Itzel Yajaira Rivas.
Armstrong Za.
Kevin Soto Meraz.
Jaden Marcelo Gomez.
Jonathan Elliot Ornelas Gallegos.
Cruz Nava.
Sarah Sine Okubai Ziga.
Yahir Alexander Nava Puebla.
Abdullahi Bruhan Abdul Qadir.
Ricardo Mesa Martinez.
Jorge Caireni Rubio Castillo.
Nesmi Puentes Ariola.
Seth Ruben Tuari.
Angel Alexis Serrano Gordo.
José Daniel Mora.
Alex Andres Pelico Pelico.
Esmeralda Hernández Torres.
Fernando Rivera.
Josué Damián Ramírez Valenzuela.
Christopher Michael Solis Varela Cruz.
Joseph Luis Aguilar Vargas.
Jonathan Joel Rico.
Isaiah Michael Muro.
Sarita Michelle Oliver.
Gabriel Andrew Mora.
Emily Rose Stagnita.
Samuel Ray Hammond.
Lucas Philip Siski.
Miss Ghana G. Adams.
Jose Andres Puebla.
Alondra Medrano Sánchez.
Thomas James Garrett.
Nur Kaida Bintini Said Hussein.
Isaiah Wayne Marquez Hernandez.
Jasmina Selma López. Kaylin Ann Wells.
I understand that we're all trying to move our tassel to the other side and get out of here, so I'll make this short. It's a pleasure to speak to you all today. Before I continue the speech, I am Student Body Vice President Luis Lechuga, or Luis Ledes for those of you who don't speak Spanish. I am super grateful to have the honor of closing the ceremony with a huge thank you to everyone who has came along with us to celebrate this special day. Each of us have had our own unique experiences here at GCHS, a combination of good times and bad times, times of laughter and of joy, times of school spirit, and of course, times of last-minute studying for that exam we forgot was placing tomorrow morning. I'm so glad we could all make it on time today. There's always those people that tell us to enjoy high school because they'll fly within a blink of an eye. And let me tell y'all, they weren't kidding. We're about to graduate at this very moment, right now, today, and after I'm finished with this speech. It's so crazy to think that 3 years ago, we were all confused freshmen, not knowing where the future would go. We have walked as one team, one family, but now we have 321 different paths to success. También quiero tomar este tiempo para agradecer a todos los estudiantes hispanos por todo el trabajo que han hecho para llegar donde están ahorita. Estamos orgullosos de ustedes y siguen cumpliendo sus metas.
To go off of Luis, I am your student body president, Alexis Tapia, or as some of you may know me, Big Al. Above all else, regardless of what we choose to do, I wish each and every single one of you greatness. Greatness does not have to be defined by the money that we make or the material success that we have, but by how rich we are in joy. I hope that we feel all the love in the world because we deserve it. The rest of our lives will not be based on our grades, how others view us, or how we fail, but on the relationships that we make and the kind of person that we were. I have seen us fail, I have seen myself fail, but more importantly, I have seen us succeed together. We must not base our joy on the circumstances that we are put in, but base them on the bravery and courageousness that we build throughout the duration of them. We strive to leave a legacy that no one will forget and be the best versions of ourselves that we could possibly be. Only we get to define who we are, and why limit ourselves at the start of our next chapter? We are great and will only continue to grow. Over the course of the past several months, my fellow student council officers and I had a difficult time choosing our class gift. We wanted something that would not only represent us, but all of the Wildcats of Central. We wanted to literally leave a mark on the wall. So with that being said, can I get a drum roll, please? Our class gift is a mural. This mural will represent all the amazing things that Central has to offer and will be on the wall for all Wildcats from today and Wildcats from the future to see. Now I'd like to present the senior class gift certificate to Mr. Smith. Now graduates, this is the moment you have all been waiting for.
Will you please rise?
Luis. You may now move your tassels from left to right.
Congratulations, class of 2022. You did it. Thank you again to everyone who came out to share this special day with us.
Now, cats, let's sing our fight song for the last time together. Wildcats, let's win this game. And we are still to play. Show the colors of white and black. We're gonna win that trophy back. Blah, blah, blah. Cheers for host and fly. Woo! Cheers for our fighting crew. Woo! And the colors still shine on. Here we always will be true.
Congratulations, class of 2022. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. This concludes our ceremony. You are now graduated. Congratulations. There we go. Parents and family, we ask that you greet and meet your graduate in the parking lot outside as they have to turn this event center for another ceremony. Thank you very much. Congratulations.